What is up, YouTube? KM888 here, and today for you guys I have the first battle of my Pokemon X and Y. That was for the Clan Wars of Chaotic Pokemon on Facebook. I've done two battles explaining it already a bit, so yeah, I guess let's just go into it. My opponent for today is Eric. I know his team was very good. I was specifically scared for the Medicham. Medicham's such a big ass threat. I don't think I've faced that many Medicham already in my battles, but this Medicham, I swear it was really awesome to see one, and I was certainly scared of it. If it had the Ice Punch, it would have been such a big threat to my team. If it had the Fire Punch, my Scissor would have been dead, and so on. But yeah, how did I try to get rid of it? You'll see it in the battle, so yeah, let's get into it. Now, as usual, I just start off with my Rotom W. I don't lead off much with other pokes because the Rotom is scarfed and I can outspeed a lot of things. He is actually going to start off with a Medicham, and I was so scared. I predicted a fake out right here, so I didn't want my Rotom to take that damage, and I went into my Togekiss to take it, thinking, hey, I think my Togekiss can take some punches. My Rough Skin, my Rocky Helmet is actually gonna do some nice work against this Medicham, but then this fake out came and I saw how much damage it did, and for a fake out that is amazing, and wow, that was so much damage. Now at this point I wanted to scout for the Ice Punch, like if he had it or not, and I just went out into my Rotom again, because if he went for the Ice Punch, my Rotom could take it pretty well and then go for a Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, anything I want. But he just flat out switches into the Garchomp, which is decent for me. I mean, Rotom against Garchomp's never a bad matchup. He probably thinks that I can Will-O-Wisp, but I'm just gonna go for the Scarfed Hydro Pump, thinking I would outspeed it and do some massive damage. He, however, switches out into the Clefable, probably physical defensive, but as you can see that it's 50%, and just because of the leftovers he actually went over half again, so I can't KO this thing and I have to go into my Heatran. Now he goes for the Moonblast, no problem at all. Heatran, Steel, Fire, I resist that thing 4 times, and I have a free opportunity to do anything I want. Now at this point I'm thinking he still has a Starmie. He's probably gonna switch it in. He might stay in with Clefable trying to set up on me. I'm gonna scout out a bit with Lava Plume, trying to fish for a burn maybe. If I went for the Stealth Rock, the Starmie would have just come in, spun them away again, and I would have done nothing basically. So I just went for the Lava Plume, trying to do some damage, but it doesn't work out that way. So yeah. Now the Starmie's in. I can't stay in against that. If he scalds, I'm not gonna die, but it's gonna do massive amount of damage. As you can see against my Rotom, it still does about 30-40%, and I get burned, so this is definitely going to wear my Rotom down, and I'm not gonna like that. Now, at this point, he probably knows that I'm not so defensive, so he's gonna guess for the Scarf, and he's gonna go into his Garchomp, trying to take the Volt Switch, and me, I'm like such a bad player at that point, and I actually go for the Volt Switch. But no matter, I have a good counter for the Garchomp. I have my Landorus. Now he doesn't know what kind of Landorus I have. Landorus is so versatile. It can be Choice Scarfed, it can be Choice Banned, Leftover Set, and many other things. But he goes for the Stone Edge and he doesn't see Leftover, so he's gonna assume that I'm a Choice Scarfed or a Choice Banned set, and just me going for the U-turn actually gives him more information, thinking I'm a Choice Scarf set, but I'm not. I'm a Assault Vest. Like I've already told that in previous battles, I'm a Assault Vest, but not many people know, so that's actually pretty nice. And I go for the U-turn, get some Rocky Helmet damage, which is also a good thing to know, because the Skarmory isn't gonna go back to his sturdy range because of leftovers, and I'm just gonna try and get a kill with my Kyurem. Ice Beam fails to KO, that's fine. He goes for Stealth Rock, my Kyurem isn't gonna take some more damage, and at this point I'm thinking he's gonna switch, so I'm gonna go for the Fusion Bolt. He does stay in actually, so I still get a kill. Fusion Bolt doesn't hit the Pokemon directly, so I don't get any Rocky Helmet damage, and that's also pretty nice. But this, however, gives him a free switch into his Medicham again. And every time I kill something, this Medicham can come in and threaten me out, and that's so annoying. Like, I really need to find a way to deal with Medicham way easier than I did in this battle. Like, you're gonna see that. I'm gonna switch into my Landorus, and he's gonna go for the fake out, and oh my god, I did 24 damage. Like, for a fake out, that's really a lot. That's amazing amount of damage, and yeah, really my Landorus doesn't want to take that anymore if I'm thinking about it, so I'm just gonna go for the U-turn, trying to hit the Medicham, but he switches out into his Garchomp, and oh, that rough skin, my Landorus is just gonna be worn down more and more and more. It only has like a little bit of health back, and just the fact that he thinks I'm Scarfed is keeping him from killing my Landorus, and wow, just amazing. Now the Garchomp is in, and I thought like, hey, let's try and kill it with Hydro Pump, and he actually outspeeds me, goes for the Iron Head, which automatically tells me this is a Scarfed Garchomp, my Rotom is dead. Pretty funny he went for Iron Head, it didn't even kill me, but all things aside, it's really good to know that he's Choice Scarfed. I can go into my Scissor and go for the Defog freely, no strings attached. He probably doesn't have Fire Fang or Flamethrower even, and I can just go for the Defog without a problem, so yeah, that's pretty nice. Now, the Exploud does come in, however, and if I went for the Bullet Punch here, that would have done an amazing amount, but just because I want those Stealth Rocks gone for my Kyurem, I'm actually gonna go for the Defog. Now, Defog is an awesome move, of course. His Skarmory is gone, and yeah, my Heatran can actually come in here and try to set up those rocks, but he actually makes a very nice play, predicts that, goes for the Focus Blast, but he misses. Shouldn't go for Focus Miss then. So yeah, second Focus Blast does hit, but Heatran, as I already told you guys in previous battles, is a special tank. It's a monster. And it actually takes that hit pretty well. Now, Focus Blast is a move that really misses a lot, so you can't just go for it anytime you please, and it just shows right here, like, really. Now, he's actually gonna predict my switch, or my Lava Plume, and he's gonna switch out into Starmie, trying to spin those rocks away, I thought. But I'm guessing, like, since my Togekiss is in, he doesn't want to deal with that, and he thought he could KO me with the Ice Beam. Sadly for him, he can't, even with the crit, and yeah, I mean, this is pretty good for me, because now I can try and kill the Starmie with an Air Slash, but he lives, like, you can't even see the health anymore. What is that, like 1 HP? Oh my god, I was so scared he was gonna go for the Rapid Spin kill right here, but he decided to go for the Scald, probably not trying to risk it in case I went for the Roost. And he does take out himself with it. Now, another dead poke, I know he's gonna switch in his Medicham, like, why wouldn't you? And I'm just gonna go into my Landorus again, immediately getting off that Intimidate. That's really important. Now, I know he wants to try and kill my Landorus with a Fake Out, so I'm gonna switch out into my Mega Scissor, knowing I can take a Fake Out, plus a Drain Punch from this range, and try and kill with a U-turn. Now, he actually does go for the Fake Out, and that's really good for me, because now I can go for another U-turn and try and kill something. Guy switches out his Garchomp for Deathfather. I didn't see that coming at all, because, oh my god, there was such a nice play of him. Now his Garchomp is dead, he gets some more rough skin damage on me, and he can switch out his Medicham once again. Oh my god, the threat. Now, I know that if I go into my Landorus, he's gonna try and Fake Out. I'm actually not so ready for that, so I'm gonna go into my Heatran. Gonna try and lure out a Drain Punch this time, so I can switch out into my Landorus immediately, get off the Intimidate, and scare him out again without losing too much health on my Scissor. I know I need that move, that Scissor late game, so yeah. Now, the Medicham is indeed in, and he goes for the Drain Punch, and as you can see, my Landorus does tank that still at 55 HP. I'm at 17 HP now, and I'm thinking, well, if he has Bullet Punch, my Landorus is dead. But he does switch out, revealing that he doesn't have it. Still scared of the Scarf, of course, and he goes into Clefable. Now, this is really good for me because I'm actually gonna go for the Earthquake now his Skarmory is gone. And this does so much damage that I can 2-hit KO the Clefable, and I'm okay with that. Like, killing the Clefable is really good for me. The thing is so good, and yeah, only my Heatran and my Scizor are good against it, but if it gets up some Calm Minds, that would be a problem, so yeah. Now, this does give him another opportunity to go into his Medicham, which is like, oh my god, why again? And this is such a big problem. I'm actually gonna go into my Kyurem, knowing he's gonna go for the Fake Out, followed by the Drain Punch. I was actually hoping that he was like a little bit slower, maybe some weird investment and I could outspeed or live, but like, come on, this is just sacking off my Kyurem. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is, and yeah, I let it die, so... the Medicham is back at full health, but that doesn't matter, I think. Like, that 10% isn't gonna make the difference right here. I'm just gonna go for the Bullet Punch. It does major damage thanks to a critical hit, and this critical hit was probably really important. Kind of misplay on my own part that I didn't went for the U-turn, because if I went for the U-turn, that would have done way more damage, and I could have got into my Landorus and then switch in the Scizor to kill off the Medicham, which would have been a really better play. But I kind of messed up on that. So yeah, and I go for the Bullet Punch again on the Exploud, and he misses the Focus Blast while I get another crit. So a lot of crits and misses at the end, which definitely won me the game. But I think that if I would have done that last part a little bit different, it would have worked out better. I am gonna calc for the future references how much a U-turn does against the Medicham. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to know that. Anyway, that was the battle. It was a trio victory now, because I still had Scizor, Landorus, and Heatran left. But yeah, perhaps I should have lost this battle if those crits didn't happen. So yeah, that was it for the battle. If you liked it, put those thumbs up. A little click on the like button is definitely appreciated. Comment below if you have some comments about the battle. I mean, like, every comment is really good for me because I can read what you guys think and I can anticipate for next battles and stuff. And if you want to keep tabs on my other videos, just subscribe to me, just a button. So yeah, see you guys.